Nice comfy couch, I hope. Yeah, it's a little firm. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Mic is working. So, hey everybody, thanks for joining us again. So we are still at the Lafayette Bar, kind of behind the Lafayette Bar in Easton, Pennsylvania, here for Coven, DJ Brad Scott's event. And the Russian White, who I'm joined with right now, is playing along with Circuit Preacher tonight in February. So thank you both again for giving us some of your time. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And also I wanted to just thank you also for doing Moonburns with my co-host Eric a couple of years ago. So I'm going to try not to repeat the questions, but you know how it goes.
The Zoom interview.
Yeah, that was just over Zoom. Yeah, because he's very far away on an island off the coast of Maine, so most of his interviews have to be over Zoom. But yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. So here with the Russian White, introduce yourselves and where are you both from?
My name's Tom. I grew up around the Phoenixville, Pottstown area. Currently living in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Great.
I'm Michael. I grew up in Reading. Still live in Reading.
Nice. If it's not broke.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
pretty broke.
Oh, okay.
I at least live in West Reading, which is kind of the bougie Reading.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, Reading.
Reading. I have not been to Reading.
Check out West Reading. We have a lot of cool shops.
Okay. All right, I
love it.
will.
It's very family business driven.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
great.
Okay. All right. We have to make a trip out.
Sorry, quick shameless plug for West Reading.
Yeah, no. Hey, this is where you're from. I get it. So describe your sound and where do you get your inspiration?
We've been kind of dubbing ourselves Deathwave, and it's kind of just like, more of like a dark electronic atmospheric kind of sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, like, inspiration wise, me personally, like, I direct and write movies, so I get like a lot of inspiration from movies and shows. Twin Peaks.
Oh.
I noticed the earrings.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, big
Black
David Lynch, Twin Peaks fan.
Same.
Yeah.
How angry does it make you that I did not catch that at all?
It's subtle. It's a little subtle.
I like
Yeah,
Twin Peaks, but he is.
Well, you're clued
Yeah,
in.
also, I like a lot of weird stuff like Beyond the Black Rainbow and Mandy, which is one of Mike's favorite movies.
Yeah.
But no,
That's
like
great.
movies, very inspirational. Me and Michael, like when we were growing up, we were big Deftones and Nine Inch Nails, fans. So you can probably hear a little bit of that in our sound.
Oh yeah,
but,
absolutely.
we still kind of do our own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Movie soundtracks for me.
Yeah.
Like he likes them. Like I like the original soundtracks, the the orchestra stuff, the symphonies, like the very classical sounding soundtracks. That's a lot of where I pull from.
Okay.
So like you find a lot of melodies out there that are they're so clean and smooth, and they actually evoke something from you with their beauty, and it's like that's what I like doing.
Okay.
So I pull from stuff like that. Like Last of the Mohican soundtrack is one of my favorite, and it's crazy in depth with the classic sounds. So I used to listen to a lot as a kid over and over and over, and then like Phantom of the Opera.
Oh wow!
Big fan of that. So yeah, I get a lot of my stuff from classical music.
Okay.
There's also some 80s influence and
Prince.
Prince is.
Oh yeah.
Man, that man did no wrong. He's like just so cool. Always cool under pressure. That man could put on a show. You'd never know what's going on because his show was just perfect. He had it down. His rhythm, everything, his sound. I could go on.
Oh wow.
Big Prince fan.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of friends who are also giant Prince fans, and there's clearly something there. So
yeah,
I should catch up on his discography. So you mentioned movies. Tell me about The Field.
it's close.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a work in progress for a bit, but all things considered, I started writing a script about 5 years ago, and we shot the trailer 2 years ago. And then this past May, we shot the whole feature in about 12 days.
Wow.
Long days, like 10 to 14 hours a day.
But still, only 12.
but yeah, for the main principal shooting, like we shot a couple days outside, but of the main
I
shoot.
think the hours behind the scene are
Oh, that's where it all is.
insane.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we've been editing nonstop since like the end of May,
Wow.
and myself and Tim from The Lonely Death, me and Mike wrote the score
Okay.
for the movie, and then Tim's been helping us, with like the soundtrack and just organizing like everything, as far as the score and soundtrack go for the movie. But it's close.
Okay.
We're really pushing, but it'll probably hit the film festival circuit this year.
Okay. Yeah, I saw online 2026.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
if you're thinking like
that's-
ballpark, like fourth quarter, third quarter. I don't know.
We're aiming to having it done in the next couple weeks.
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So soon.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
It's
and we're-
it's to the wire.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
all hands on deck right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we have, like I said, me and Mike wrote the score. Tim's been organizing a lot of the audio. My other friend Mike, he's played in a couple bands down in Baltimore. He was in Trash Diva, Lovers and Killers, Queen Wolf. He's a big Baltimore music head, but he's been working on the film. Also, Brian Enright and Thomas Fleming, they've been editing like crazy,
Okay.
trying to, all the pieces coming together like right at the last moment, because we're trying to hit some film festival deadlines. So.
I see. Yeah.
But we're close.
Okay.
So fingers
that's-
crossed.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because the last time you talked to my co-host Eric, I think it was like early days, still earlier.
Yeah, I think around that time, I think it might have been right before we shot the trailer or right after.
I don't think the trailer had been
Yeah, I
released
think
yet.
it was like right before we shot the trailer, or maybe like right after we shot the trailer, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I guess along those lines, we should back up a little bit. So for the folks who don't know, describe the field. What's the basic like high level premise?
I guess the field, 4 friends, they take a trip to get away, and a lot of crazy things kind of happen, and it gets a little weird. It's a horror movie, but it's not a traditional horror movie.
Okay.
If you like things that are different, things that are interesting, there's definitely some Lynchian vibes in there.
Okay. Very cool.
My main thing with the movie is like I wanted a horror movie, but I also wanted people to care about the characters.
Sure.
So I kind of described it as Stand By Me meets Mandy meets House of the Devil.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
Which is a good mix.
Right. I see my cameraman nodding in the back. He's the horror fan.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, this is kind of a question, for you, but also for him. Favorite '80s horror flicks. If you try to keep it to the
There's
'80s.
so many.
I know that's like golden era, right?
Cheesy. My favorite cheesy horror
Sure.
series.
Sure.
I almost said Friday the 13th. I'm sorry. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, okay. It's one or the other, I guess.
Absolutely love that series. It's not real horror to me.
Okay.
But I have a tradition. Every October, I go through all the movies.
Oh wow.
My wife was like, "Are you watching them now?" Yes. I'm not coming down because she doesn't like it. She said it's the only thing that scares her is someone attacking you in your dreams. Because what are you gonna do against it?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
know.
scary.
If you know you're in a dream, fight back like you did in the third one. Dream Warriors.
Oh man.
So I watch it by myself.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite cheesy by far. I love it.
All right. So what's your favorite Freddy movie out of the series?
I would, and it's not a great opinion from most people, but Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors. Okay.
I loved it
That's fair.
because it's the first time that it truly shows them taking control of the situation
Okay.
for a short period of time, of course. But it was cool to see, how would other people fight back and then die.
but still, yeah, for nothing.
I don't know. I would say probably. I really like Chopping Mall.
I love Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall.
And I haven't even seen that many horror movies.
Yeah.
I love Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall's rad.
Yeah.
The original Halloween, John Carpenter.
Oh, yeah, that's,
yeah.
You know, that's
deny
Yeah.
those.
that's a little bit of an influence in our sound as well.
Okay.
Trying to think. I don't know, there's so many. Um, yeah, I think I appreciate like the 80s horror, like what it brought to the table, but I also like how that kind of translated over into like stuff like House of the Devil.
Yeah.
Where it was like a modern horror, but they shot it in like an old style.
Oh, cool.
And that was like one of the things I kind of took to like when I was making The Field. So when we were making The Field, we set the time period like late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, cool. So it's a period. It's a period film.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
interesting.
like, you know, we used older cars, older vehicles. We had
Wardrobe.
wardrobe, CD players, like the little Walkmans. We had flip phones.
Oh, that's really cool.
You know,
Okay.
so like we were
Cool.
pretty detailed with you know, trying to get it in the like the right
Yeah, the
time
right era.
span. Yeah.
I think Alien is probably my favorite horror movie.
I mean, I think that's 70s, right?
Yeah,
but
it
I mean,
is. It's-
Aliens though? Are
We'll
you
say
saying?
Aliens, but
Yeah, I mean, that's like action horror.
because of that, yeah, that's why like Alien is
Yeah.
the actual, you know,
Yeah, that's
that
horror.
one's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is late 70s.
I'm gonna. I mean, what about the Thing? I mean, like as far
Oh,
as
yeah.
as far as like really, you know, experimental, pushing
Yeah.
the boundaries of visual effects, and also the story
the
itself
fact
is
that it was
amazing.
practical most of the time.
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
intense. Like the
Yeah.
dog splitting
Oh my
head
god,
scene.
I know, and it's just
When
like it's a
the
puppet
head
hand,
came
you know.
off and you know
Yeah.
the crab
Yeah.
leg, like, I'm just
Oh
like,
my
how
God.
can you not love
Well, and the
this?
thing,
I
like,
know.
the thing I always liked about that is like they made it actually look freezing cold.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, their mustaches, their
Yeah.
beards,
I
they're
know,
like shaking. I
yeah,
bet you it was
yeah.
kind of cold where they were. Though.
Right. Steam
Yeah,
when
but
they're
still, like,
breathing. I know.
I was just like, I was either like great effects or like it was just a brutal shoot.
Well.
Yeah, because like another one of my favorite movies. It's not like a horror per se, but it's kind of like real life horror. Is Fargo.
Oh, okay.
Because I love Coen Brothers. You know, and sometimes like you know you can have like monsters or like a guy in a mask, but I think sometimes just like real people,
Oh,
is like the real horror.
Yeah, and that's what slashers are too. Because well, except for Freddy, but like you know, it's
Yeah.
like you're fighting against sort of a real person, you know, a real psychopath, you know, most of the time. So yeah, people are scarier than
I
everything
realize
else.
I like 70s horror more. I'm like thinking
Oh.
of Phantasm, The Hills Have Eyes.
I mean, 70s is a good era too,
Yeah.
but I guess I was thinking of 80s just because, yeah, cheese. I mean, you know, that's when
Yeah.
all of the series kind of went all jumped the shark.
Oh yeah, you have to embrace it though.
Yeah.
You have to. It's great.
Right. Have you been, so you mentioned Friday, have you been to Blairstown in upstate New Jersey where they filmed the first?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've driven through there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I don't think I have. We've
Ah.
been to the Texas Roadhouse.
Or
Texas
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, we've been to the.
It's a roadhouse.
Yeah,
The
okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre place.
Oh, wow.
on
Yeah, they got
tour.
the cinnamon butter.
Man,
Uh-huh.
that place was awesome.
No, we went to the gas station where they had the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Oh, wow.
and they had barbecue there, and they had like a horror shop.
Oh,
and,
cool.
I bought all of the House of a Thousand Corpses like action figures because they had all of them, so I just bought all of them.
It was
Oh my
like-
God.
It was a cool little shop.
Oh,
And it
awesome.
had its own scary element because there were a bunch of bees that would not leave you alone.
Oh, wow. So it was like legitimately
Yeah.
scary.
The other cool thing is I went to, I think it was Western Massachusetts, and I actually got to watch House of the Devil at the House of the Devil.
Oh, wow. Oh, my
They had a
gosh.
special limited screening. There was like 20 of us. So they put it up on a screen, and we were like literally sitting on like the front porch, like where they filmed the movie, and they gave us like a tour of the house and everything. And
Oh,
I
man.
thought that was like really interesting.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
Shout out to Onset Cinema.
Okay.
They do
wow.
like cool like little special things like that, and
That's
I think this
cool.
year they got one out in California where they're doing Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, controversial. That's the only Halloween that I like. It's because
Well,
I
it's
don't,
different.
because I don't like slashers. That one's
Yeah.
not really
It's
a slasher.
not a, yeah.
It's not a slasher.
It's not Halloween.
It's not really Halloween. It's not Michael
But
Myers.
it's terrifying.
Yes.
regardless,
Yeah,
yeah.
I really like it. And I
Yeah,
think,
and-
I mean,
and
like
call
you're
it any other name, and it's an amazing horror movie.
right. I
calling it a
know. Yeah, it
Halloween
shouldn't have been a
movie.
Halloween movie. Yeah, it should have been some anthology thing, but like, yeah, you're attacking kids with like Halloween masks.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I think even if they just called it Season of the Witch, I
Yeah,
think
it should have been
that
its own
would've
thing.
been it.
I think it
agree.
would have been fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
would have
think
been
you
commercially a lot more successful if they had just done that. And but yeah, that's just my personal take. All right. Back off of horror flicks. Not that I couldn't talk about that more. What's your favorite part about playing live? Bring it back to music.
I think just the connection with people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of emotion in our songs, both lyrically and musically, and I think especially like now, like 2026, it's especially important to be able to connect with people and
absolutely.
build that community. And that's like one thing with like not only Coven, just like with us touring, I don't know, the past 10, 11 years or how long it's been. Just meeting new people, and then just, having that connection, and providing a couple hours where, people can escape, the everyday horrors, and they can just kind of let loose, they can relax, they can connect with the music in all sorts of different ways, whether it's like on an emotional level, or if it's just like, they just want to dance and get some energy out. There's different levels of connection, but I think that's important, and especially with like technology and the way social media is, I think it's hard for people to have like sincere connection. And that's one of the reasons why like I love playing live, because that gives us like an opportunity to talk to people one-on-one.
Yeah, it gives people a place to congregate, not just to meet you, the band, but also meet other fans. I think that's really healthy, like you said, because
Yeah.
everybody's so kind of siloed, just behind their phones. Yeah.
I think that's just helping people get out,
Mm-hmm.
get rid of what was holding you back for a couple days or whatever. Stress, anxiety. Come to a show, freaking
You're not
let it
worried
all
about
out.
work or
Yeah.
Like seeing people genuinely enjoy themselves out in the crowd.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Forcing people out of their houses, you know what I mean, to
Yeah.
like get together with other,
I
you
like
know.
seeing people have a good time,
Yeah,
despite what he says to me.
right. In spite of your tagline, yeah.
Them getting their releases, me also getting mine out.
Yeah, and like also like I think it was a while back, but I mean I had somebody tell me one time that like our music made them feel seen, made them feel accepted, and like like how our music like helps save them,
Wow.
and that's like so deep and heavy, and it's like how do you ever walk away from that,
Yeah.
and I don't know, I never thought I'd still be playing music, but at the same time like that's like the fire, like that's what keeps me motivated, if like it can reach people in that level, and they can get something out of it, and they have a sense of belonging or acceptance,
Right.
or they're not alone, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, music is sometimes the only, affirming, cathartic
Kind
outlet.
of savior sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Depending on where people are in their lives and, who they're surrounded by. I mean, like, sometimes music is all they've got.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I love that. Okay, so switching gears. Any upcoming releases or more shows that you can talk about now?
Next month we actually have part 2. We're playing with us and Circuit Preacher again.
Yeah, with Stygian, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Lancaster.
Right.
So that's a cool little back-to-back that we're doing with
I know,
Circuit Preacher.
I know.
So
It's
that'll
like a
be
series.
fun. Yeah. So we got that coming up. We've been hard at work on a new album.
Okay.
So we got some new songs that we've been tinkering with and experimenting with some different sounds and stuff, trying some things. So,
Definitely different.
yeah.
Different is always good.
This one's kind of taking me out of my element.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Outside of your comfort zone?
But
Yeah.
but at the
Okay.
same time, like I think the fact that we've been playing together so long. Mike's been with the Russian White for 12 years now, and the project's been together, I think a total of 15.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So pretty much since almost the beginning, except for
Yeah.
the first couple of years. But I think like we've kind of learned to just like trust each other. Of like you may not understand it in the moment. It may not make sense, but like by the time we get to like the finished song, and then you see it out, DJ spinning it or us playing it, and you see like the reactions. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
there's
a method.
Yeah, there's kind of a method to the madness.
Okay.
But we have some core elements that we stick to, in our music creation process. But I also think it's important too to keep things interesting and fresh.
Absolutely, especially some of these older bands, like a band like Osico is a good example. They've been around a while, but their music evolves. You know what I mean? I think they're trying to always keep it fresh. Can you talk about like some like sonic elements? Are you going in any like certain direction musically?
I mean, all right. So I'll give you the Cliff Notes story because I could literally talk about this for like an hour.
High level. Yeah.
But yeah, so long story short, like when I first formed the Russian White, it was with my old bandmate Jesse, who's no longer with us.
Okay.
And me and him, we were big fans of Witch House back in the day, and some things like Inner Party System and just like real dancey like club stuff.
Okay.
And one of the ideas I kind of had with our last album, I was just like, well, like what if we take New Order, but we mixed it with metal?
Oh, okay, interesting.
So we pulled some of those elements together with some of the stuff that we already did. And we'll probably do some similar things with that, but like we're trying some new things with like just like some really up-tempo stuff, because most of our stuff's kind of like mid-tempo-y, in that like 100 to like 130 BPM kind of range.
Right.
And I think a lot of the songs that we've been working on are 130 plus.
Okay, interesting.
So they're
maybe a bit more dancey. Would you say?
Little dancey, a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more sizzle and fire. And,
okay.
We're messing around with some bit crushers.
I would say we're gonna make it a little crunchier.
Yeah,
okay.
Some bit crushers and some fast arpeggiations. And,
okay.
So we've been kind of doing some of those things, and when I started the project with Jesse, we had a whole album written, and it had a lot of that stuff together. And he had a laptop that the hard drive crashed or something. We lost like a whole album's worth of material, except for one song. We had one song that survived, that was on our debut album.
Okay.
But it was just kind of like a little homage back to him, since he hasn't been with us for a couple years, and that was originally supposed to be like our kind of first album.
Okay.
Because we formed in 2011, and that was a big time, like when Witch House and a lot of like electronic party bands were kind of coming up, and
I love basement shows back then.
Yeah, it was just a wild time, and I don't know. I kind of just like it's something that's been like kind of burning in the back of my head all these years, and I'm just like, well, why not now? It's like we finally just released an album, Funeral Art, where it finally felt like our first like full album, like where we didn't have like any restraints. There was no like outside pressure to kind of like, oh, you guys need to do this or you guys need to do that.
Sound a certain way.
Yeah, or like
you can't play this here. Or you're
so and that was like one
thing.
Yeah, and it was one of the nice things like when we partnered up with Tim from The Lonely Death, that he came on to help us with like some of the production and really hone in those sonic elements, but also like it was a very freeing experience.
That's nice.
There was no stifling. There was like, no, you guys got to do this, you guys got to do that. So I think this time around, like it'll be more of that, but also like there's really no rules,
Right.
And if you've been to a Russian White show, like we make it sizzle.
I don't think we've ever said, hey, we can't do this because it doesn't sound the way we sound.
Right.
We're always like, let's try this instead. Let's go nuts.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, if something does sound like too far, like left to center, like that's somebody like where somebody like Tim can kind of be like, all right, well, this is where you guys are normally at, and this is what really works well for you. So like, try this, and if you like it, cool. If you're not, we can go back. And I think just that like experimentation and knowing how to get the best out of us, I think the next album is really gonna do something cool.
Oh,
so
I'm really excited.
Yeah. And I think the thing is too is like any creative idea, like if it has time to kind of like marinate and simmer, I feel like those are like the best albums or the best movies. Where it's like it's kind of thought out, but then like when that moment of inspiration finally hits, it's like it's like the floodgates open,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but it's not in like so spur of the moment that it feels rushed,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, you have time, you work on it, you can step back and get, with clear
Yeah.
eyes,
Yeah.
go back to it, refine. Yeah, that's true for any creative process,
Yeah.
It's helpful when you're not rushed. I'll just say that.
Yeah, like, yeah, not rushed, but at the same time, like, we've had some albums where, where we've released albums like every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's too long
Oh, really?
for
Okay.
us. But at the
Okay.
same time, like, there were some life circumstances that were out of our control,
Sure.
so these things kind of happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the next batch of songs are going to be fun songs.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't wait.
And,
Yeah.
and like I said, before, like as much as the music's for us, like there's that connection too.
Mm-hmm.
And the song can mean one thing to us, but it can mean something else completely different to like other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's nice. You know what I mean? You want to leave your songs open for interpretation, and it's almost nicer when an artist said, if somebody asks an artist, "Oh, what did you mean by this? What did you mean by these lyrics?" And then they usually bring it back. It's like, "Well, what do you think it means?"
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because once we put it out, it's no longer ours. It's
Right.
it's everybody's.
Right.
It's like, well,
Out in the world.
It's shared art. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, and it has its own life.
yeah, it's like, well, it's more important like what you get out of it
Sure. Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah. I completely agree. Awesome. Well, I'm super excited. I can't wait to hear it. So wrapping up, just plug your socials and where can people find you, and include the field as well.
RussianWhite.com
Mm-hmm.
and
Instagram, Facebook,
yeah,
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram,
anything.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Okay.
We're not on Twitter X anymore.
TikTok. I don't know.
TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Work on that.
Some people are, some people aren't.
Yeah. Yeah, the field is just the underscore field
Mhm.
underscore field
Okay.
on Instagram.
The field
Okay.
field.
The field, or the field movie.
Oh, the field movie.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's
Yeah,
the field
underscore
movie.
field underscore movie.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Instagram,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
But
yes, yes.
There's no website or anything yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be on the film festival circuit,
Mhm.
at some point this year.
Yeah, the trailer's on YouTube, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
the trailer's on like our Russian White YouTube channel.
Okay, on the Russian White channel.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, I just saw it the other day. It looks really cool. And I didn't realize that it was a period piece. So I'm going to go back and rewatch it and look for all of those,
Yeah.
little details. That's really exciting. Well, thank you both again
Yeah.
for,
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having us.
coming back on to Moonburns again. And it's always a pleasure to do IRL interviews, so I really appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
a better reaction, I think. when
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
in
Nothing
person.
not there's anything wrong with Zoom
No,
calls,
'cause you gotta do it when you gotta do it.
Yeah, not everybody lives like in a good area, so luckily we're all East Coasters. But yeah, thank you again, and can't wait for the show that's happening in just a couple hours. So
It's gonna
Great.
be a good time.
yes,
We're gonna go
it's
nuts.
gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a lot of dancing.
Yes, well, I'm gonna be dancing for sure in between recording. So all right, thanks everybody. All right, thank you.
Yeah. That was fun.
Great.
I like that.
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
Oh, yes. Oh, so